Man, what was happening with this chapter? Big Mom is spanking Kid, Sanji is running away from Queen, and then what was that with Killer and yeah, and then the Hawkins and Killer thing, right? And then there was Sanji was running away from Queen, and then you had Big Mom spanking Kid, and Hawkins pulling out the tower. What was that all about, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was telling them, but thanks for the quick summary, man. Chapter 1029 is finally out, and it gets more and more chaotic at Onigashima. I mean, seriously, what was that fight with Killer and Hawkins? Killer literally pulled a Kratos, and he said to the fate and to the cards and to the prediction and to the future seeing, nope, we're gonna change that. Not here, not today. Pretty interesting fight at the end between them, but we gotta start off the chapter with a cover page, and the cover page this time has Julie Bonnie, and she's doing a eating contest of soba against some seals. Or hamsters? Or what was that? Some tiny cute little animals, so whatever. Jump over. So chapter 1029 starts off where we have left last chapter with Queen attacking Sanji with a sword, and what happens, we saw it in the last panel of last chapter, the sword breaks, and this time we can see Queen reacting to it, and he knows what's up. He is like, okay, this was not armament haki. This is your modified body, because he remembers Judge telling him something in the past, like he was trying to create these perfect soldiers, these superhumans with super strength and healing abilities and so on. And he's remembering that, and at the same time Sanji is completely freaking out. He's like, holy crap, I'm becoming like them. And now we have this same dilemma with him again. He is completely freaking out. So whilst Sanji is thinking to himself, no, I do not want to become like my siblings, I do not want to be like them, you can see Queen still preparing his next attacks to it, and Sanji at the same moment is fleeing. Run, bitch! Running for his life. So Queen also mentions before Sanji runs off that Judge wanted to have these perfect superhuman soldiers with a heart of ice, and it's like, no, this is not Sanji. Sanji is the only exception. Sanji is literally the perfect Germa soldier, because he does not only have the raid suit and this superhuman strength abilities, this modified exoskeleton body, he on top of that has his own haki, which he trained, and he has his emotions. So basically, what Judge was missing the entire time was giving his perfect soldiers, his modified soldiers, the ability to feel, because this way someone can make a decision between good and bad, right? And someone who is emotionless, maybe not so good at it. So yeah, while Sanji is running away and trying to find the next nearby toilet because he's having diarrhea, we can see Dr. Octopus chasing him and wanting a piece of it and wanting to film it because he wants to release it on TikTok. We can see some of the Beast Pirate soldiers shooting at Sanji, and this is the first time some fodder in the manga has perfect aim and they get actually a perfect shot at him. But the plot says no, he has an exoskeleton, the bullets just jump off, so he's not only immune to swords, he's immune to bullets. So another W for Sanji, he's getting stronger and stronger with every chapter we see him now, just like everyone else in the Straw Hats. So we switch from those maniacs to the fight with Big Momma and Kid and Law. And Kid is having big troubles against the big bitch because he is having a headache, and we find out later that's not a headache, that's just Hawkins ramming his head against the wall, and Killer is looking at him and saying, why are you hurting yourself? Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. So Big Mom is again like Kaido, she's having the time of her life, she's just laughing. These Yonko are ridiculous, they just laugh every time they fight someone because they enjoy the shit out of it. I bet it's been like decades when they had the last good fight. So what does she do? She attacks the both of them, and no, in this case Kid, and she does an attack called Mama Raid or Mama Raid, and it is a pun because it can also be pronounced as marmalade, which is jam, right? I don't know how it's called in English, I know the German word for it. So she spins in the air, lands, and she's striking with Napoleon, who is also infused with the power of Hera, and that's just double penetration. The funny thing is, the panel before, Kid is lying there, Big Mom has Napoleon and the combination with Hera's power, and it looks like she's going with the sword for his ass. And she's like, "Are you ready, Kid?" And he's like, "Hell no, what is this?" And Law, of course, is pretty mad. He's like, "Kid, what are you doing? Why are you lying there? You're no help for me. Use this, yeah. What the hell, man?" And then we can see Law shambles to Big Mom, and he gave her the second counter shock in this fight now. The first one was at the roof, and now Big Mom has got the second counter shock. So she eats it full force, and what happens? Prometheus is seeing it, and he's like, "Nah, you're not doing that to Mama, bitch." And he is attacking Law full force, and Law eats the attack. I bet that was a huge damage to him. So Prometheus landing the hit on Law, and Big Mom landing her Mamma Raido attack on Kid. Both of them lie down and they're all fucked up. And of course Big Mom is still standing and she's still looking clean. Kid is then pitying himself. He's like, "Man, I finally get the chance to fight one of the Yonko." And what happens? Some other a-hole is playing with my head. He has a doll of me and he's hitting his head now against the wall. What is this? And I'm like, yeah, that's plot convenient, Kid. You gotta wait until your time to shine is here. And that will be probably next chapter or the next few chapters. After that, we switch to Killer and Hawkins, and there we find out why Kid has this headache. And it's not a headache. He himself even says it. This is no headache, friends. Somebody is hitting his head against the wall. And that's Hawkins. He is hitting his head against the wall, and you can see Killer lying there, and he's completely in shock. He's like, "Stop, please stop doing that. You're hurting my captain. He can't fight Big Mom one-on-one like this. Please stop this, please. I beg you, please." And Hawkins is like, "Nah, I'ma smash my head against this wall." Killer begs Hawkins to stop this shit, this madness, so Kid can be released. He even says, "Take my life instead of it," which is a pretty cool reference to the time Zoro took Luffy's pain from Kuma. You can see the right-hand mans, the first mates of the crew respecting their captain to a point where they're like, "No, take my life, but let my captain free." So respect that. But Hawkins just mocks him. He's addressing his smile fruit abilities, and he's like, "Ha, you ate a smile, bitch." And then he's saying like, "Oh, you surrender. Okay, I would like to take your life, but I'm not releasing Kid either." And then he is again coming to the topic of, how the hell do you guys thought this was a good idea to taking on both Yonko at the same time? It's like he's saying, there is no way you can beat them. He sees completely all over the world. They are known for their strength, and it's like, yeah, those are the Yonko. And Big Mom and Kaido are probably in the Yonko verse. From all the Yonko we had, the strongest, the stronger ones. I bet Shanks is also up there, but I can see Big Mom and Kaido being seen as the stronger ones because they have also this extreme reputation in the entire pirate world and in the world entirely in One Piece. So Killer is mocking back this time, and he's like, "Hey, you pissed yourself, but we actually fought against them and we disproved your card-seeing odds, and all of them came out wrong because we are still alive. So what are you saying about this?" And Hawkins is not having it. He's like, "I don't care. My cards always say the truth." So what happens next? Killer is asking him, "Hey, how do your powers work?" And Hawkins is in shock. He's like, "You know how my powers work." And after that, Killer is like, "Yeah, I know how your powers work, and therefore I cut your left arm off." And then we can see this panel where he literally just cut off Hawkins' left arm. And he is completely in shock. He's like, "Why did you do this? Now your captain is losing his left arm." And then he's like, "Yes, exactly. That's my point. Kid does not have a left arm." And then Killer comes in and he's like, "I have a second question for you. What happens if I remove this doll?" And Hawkins is like, "Shit. Yeah, if you remove this doll, then it's over. Kid is free." And Hawkins knows that. And the funny thing is, he thinks to himself then, how can this happen? I have foreseen everything with my cards and now everything has turned. This is not how it was supposed to go. And that's the point in the story where everybody was thinking, okay, you saw that one person has a 1% chance of surviving by the morning within 1 month or something like that. So it can happen that even this prediction is gonna be wrong. Or now we shall think that Luffy, Kid, Law and so on will beat Kaido and Big Mom in this arc, so Eiichiro Oda is preparing us for it. But at the end he gives us another plot twist where no, I paved the way for you. So us fans think, oh okay, Hawkins' predictions are now wrong, so they're gonna live, they're gonna beat the Yonko, but at the end, no, they're gonna not beat the Yonko, with a entirely plot twist again. So I think Oda is a little bit applying it, but also playing with us, so he can twist it and have another twist and another twist. So let's be real, I still do not think that Luffy will beat Kaido. They will all be destroyed at the end, but Kaido will be the last man standing. So Hawkins releasing his Annihilation card, this demon-like puppet figure, and Killer is destroying it. And then Hawkins draws his last card and then he's like, oh shit, this is not Yu-Gi-Oh! He draws a card called Tower, and the Tower's meaning is that a new path, a new beginning, a new era will start. The way everybody knows and everybody knew for so long will now get changed, will now get shook, so a new path can start, a new era can start. And it's like, okay, now your predictions says this because you've drawn the last card. And he thinks to himself that, and at the same time Killer comes in and cuts him down. And then it's like, okay, Hawkins is gone, but he has drawn that last card, so we'll see what's gonna happen there. Killer has his last cool sentence, he is like, go get him, partner. And then we can see a cool shot of Kid, and he's finally smiling and ready for 100% on fight against Big Mom, and he's like, I feel better than ever, big bitch, let's do it. And Big Mom is looking at him like, okay, this kid wants to play, so I'ma spank him a bit more. The narrator also has his bubbles in there, that panel, and his saying that the new start will go because of that Tower card. But we'll see how this will work out, right? So overall the chapter was good. I thought it was a pretty long chapter. It was split in 3 parts again, but overall amazing start after a break. So next week, next chapter will drop and we will see how it will continue. I think we will see more of the Kid fight with Big Mom, but Oda is everywhere currently, so we gotta take what we take, right? Leave a like, leave a comment. I'll see you, catch you next time.